Welcome back to Tank Time, where I teach you how to lower your score without having to work on your golf swing. On today's agenda, we're going to be talking about into the grain chips. We've already talked about what grain is and how to read grain on greens, and if you haven't seen that video, go check it out. Chipping into the grain can be very difficult, and I'm sure you've hit a couple flub shots before in your career. I'm going to show you a surefire way to never get your club head stuck in the grass. So let's get you good at golf. So here we are at an into the grain chip shot. You can tell because when I go like this, the grass flips up against the grain. And that means there's a good chance that your club could get stuck in the grain. A lot of the times it's gonna be on an uphill chip because the water is flowing away from the green, and that makes the grass lay down. When you're chipping uphill, you're going against the grain. What causes the golf club to catch on the grain? Because you're bad at chipping. Wrong. The golf club catches because the leading edge is grabbing the ground. There's too much surface area of the golf club onto the ground. When we hit an into the grain chip shot, we want to have as little surface area of the golf club on the ground as possible. So what we want to do is lift the club a little bit onto its toe. See, now you have a very small surface area that's touching the ground, as opposed to the entire face. And we're gonna avoid that leading edge from catching into the ground. So we wanna set up for a de-lofted shot. We're gonna put the ball at the back of our stance. We're gonna set up with our hands forward and the heel up. And then all you wanna do is make a putt. If we try to chip the ball or create backspin, there's a very good chance that you catch too much grass and it stops your club and the ball goes pfft. So let me show you how it's done. Set up close to the ball, feet close together, weight on the left side, hands forward, and we're just gonna putt it. We catch almost all ball and no grass, and that means very little chance for your golf club to get stuck in the ground. If your body and arms are not connected when you're chipping, it's going to be very easy to flub the ball. Like that. So first, we want to have good fundamentals in our chipping, and if you haven't seen my video, go check it out. If you're still nervous, move up to a pitching wedge. The leading edge is not as sharp as your wedges, and that's going to allow you to catch more ball. So if you set up for a standard chip and you're not well connected, it's easy to hit a flub shot. The grain in Bermuda grass is no joke. It can be very gnarly, so we want to make sure we know how to play these shots around the green. Just off of the fringe can be really intense grain. You're only a few steps off the green and you don't want to have to hit twice. Let's get on the green and have a look at par in one go. So I'm going to set up my feet together, heel up, weight forward, hands forward, and I'm gonna putt it. Did you hear how clean that was? Almost all ball. We're not getting our club stuck in the grain. Like this video if you've ever flubbed a chip before. Chipping isn't a one-shot-fits-all kind of situation. You need to be able to assess the lie and figure out what the best kind of shot is that will create the best outcome in that lie. Be a de-lofted shot, a lofted shot, a standard shot with the heel up. The lie is a really big factor in determining what kind of shot you need to hit. And it's especially important in chipping. Because the movement is so much slower than a full swing, the grass can really grab onto the golf club and cause you big problems. You want to be good at golf on all kinds of conditions. If you do a golf trip down to Florida, you're gonna see some real Bermuda grass with some real tough grain. And don't let it get into your head. Just know that you have to play the shot a little bit differently than if you were just in bent grass. When you hit one flub shot, it really freaks you out and you might end up sculling the next one. We don't want our score to snowball out of control because we're getting nervous and anxious over an into the grain chip shot. So please like, subscribe, and stay tuned for my next episode.